Hey YouTube, I just got top 32 at the remote YCS with Tenpai. So I played 3 Chandra, 3 Pydra, 2 Genroku, 2 Fadra, 1 Magna for like the engine monsters. This is pretty standard. The only thing that's debatable is the 2 Fadra. I like the second Fadra for when you can't OTK. And for going first, because it comes up in those situations, like when you have to ready the grave, you need the second one for follow-up. And then for the spells, I played Sangan Summoning, Terraforming, 3 Kaiman, and 1 Prosperity. And then for the non-engine, I played 3 Flaros. This card is really good. I never actually resolved this really. It won me like 1 game though, because it baited out an Ash and I needed my Kaiman to resolve to win, so it was good for that. 3 Shifter. I didn't used to main deck this, but I think now Shifter is like really good just because you can actually use it to trade like very well against like Howard Azamina. And then I don't play Perulia. I don't think Perulia is really good in this deck because you want your non-engine to actually like stop your opponent. You don't just want to, like have them play and draw a few cards, because this deck doesn't really benefit from having like a huge number of cards. So instead of Perulia, I played Droll. Yeah, this card was pretty good, but I think going forward, I would just swap these for 3 Retaliating Sea in the main deck. And then I played 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, and 3 Impulse. Yeah, this card is the MVP. This card's very good. I played 2 Chalice. I like this better than Droplets because in testing I realized that with Droplets I was always just negating 1 monster anyways. Chalice, you can use it more flexibly because you don't have to discard. And it also works under Shifters, so you could use it to out like a Phantom under Shifter, which is like huge. Yeah, so that's it for the main deck. And then for the extra, I played 1 Transcend, 1 Trident for the OTKs, 2 Bident, 1 Quibelt. Just comes up like the most for OTKs under Shifter. 1 Black Rose, 1 Ruddy Rose, the best plan B in this deck. And then 1 Meteor Burst for when you can't make Transcend. 1 Samurai. A lot of people cut this, but I think it's very important to have against Yubel, because if you just don't have this against Yubel, it becomes much harder to win. And I think it's also important to have as an out against a light Dark Chaos Angel against Centurion, because a lot of people are on that deck now. And I played 1 Don Dragster. It's important for going first and if you play against back row deck. And then for the links, I played 1 Seal, 1 Hida, 1 Princess, 1 SP, and 1 Striker. I used to play 2 Seals, but I cut it down to 1 just because if you resolve Impulse, you can't go into Seals anyways. So like the second one just stopped coming up as soon as I put Impulse in the deck. Yeah, I think Striker SP is like super important now just because everyone plays Barrier. So if you get barriered, you just go for these 2 cards. And that's usually enough to win. And that's it for the extra. Now for the side, 3 Retaliating Sea. Like I said before, this card was like the MVP. I wish I main decked these just because I think it's like very important to have game 1 against Snake Eye, just because everyone's on Snake Eye now. And it's also like pretty good against like random rogue decks like Memento or Chimera, or even like if you play against Runic. Yeah, like just because of how broken this is against Snake Eye, I would like just main deck it and just deal with it being bad against other decks. And then I played 3 Cosmic, 3 Droplet. Yeah, these are pretty important to have against Centurion. I just side out like the bad hand traps against them and put these in. 3 Crossout and Barrier for decks that you think are gonna like thrust into Barrier against you, and also like these 10 going against the mirror. Crossout is broken against every mirror match. Then I played 2 Seals Bricks. I might drop the Grand Tusk but I think just having the option of like dropping this in the mirror is like very important to have. Anyways, yeah, that's it for the deck. As for shoutouts, I'd like to shout out FCG. Check us out on YouTube and Cardmarket. I'd like to shout out like everyone who supported me during the YCS. Like shout out to David, shout out to Mike, shout out to Naya. I'd also like to shout out my Metafy, so check out my Metafy if you're interested in coaching. All right, thank you.